You know that feeling when you walk into a mega sports bar, right?
Yeah.
And there are like 50 different games playing on 50 different screens all at
Oh,
once.
yeah. It's total visual overload, but,
Yeah,
in the absolute best way possible.
exactly. But I mean, stop and think about the physical reality of that for a second. How does that actually work without the back room becoming this tangled, fiery nightmare of HDMI cables?
Right. It's a massive logistical puzzle that most people just don't pause to consider when they're ordering their wings.
Well, welcome to today's deep dive where we are going to figure exactly that out for you. We're looking at something you would normally never see, which is a commercial AV supply catalog.
Which sounds incredibly dry on the surface, I know.
Right, super dry.
Okay.
But we're looking at a product listing for an Atlona AT-OME-RX31 3x1 AV switcher from HDTV Supply. And we're going to use this one piece of gear to map out the massive, invisible ecosystem of commercial video networks all around us.
Yeah, because when you actually look at the menu of gear here, the scale is just massive.
It really is. Like they have these Wolfpack HDMI matrix switchers that go from a simple 4x2 setup all the way up to a 160 by 160 TV configuration. I mean, 160 screens.
Yeah, and to be clear on how this works, a matrix switcher isn't just a basic splitter.
Right, because a splitter just takes one game and sends it to 5 TVs.
Exactly. But a matrix allows you to take any single input. So say you have 160 different satellite boxes, and you can route them to any specific combination of those 160 outputs totally independently.
Wait, let's unpack that for a second.
Yeah.
Because if I try to stream two 4K movies on my home Wi-Fi, my router just starts sweating.
Oh, absolutely.
So how do you run 160 high-def feeds over a local area network without melting the servers? I mean, doesn't video data just absolutely crush standard network bandwidth?
Well, it would, yeah, if they were doing it the old-fashioned way. But this gear uses AV over IP, which stands for Audio Video over Internet Protocol.
Okay, so it's all network-based.
Right. Instead of running a dedicated, really thick copper cable from every single cable box to every single TV, the switcher encodes the raw video into highly compressed data packets.
And then it just fires those packets across a standard computer network.
Exactly. And then a small receiver behind the destination TV just decodes it back into video. It's incredibly efficient.
Wow.
And because it's digitized, they can easily manipulate the data to create like picture-in-picture feeds or even stitch together a massive 10-screen video wall.
Okay, that makes sense on the back end, but it still sounds like a digital air traffic control system for pixels.
That is a great way to put it, yeah.
But if it's all just packets flying around, how does a normal human operate this? Like, how does a bartender actually change the channel on TV number 47 without a PhD in engineering?
Right, so that is where the software layer comes in. The catalog details things like these Wolfpad TV control systems.
Oh, so it's a separate interface.
Yeah, the bartender just uses a free iOS or Android app or maybe a Windows 11 web GI. They aren't actually interacting with a complex packet switching.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, the app acts as a translation layer. So they just drag a picture of a satellite box over to a picture of a TV on a screen.
And the software handles the rest.
Instantly. It translates that simple gesture into the complex IP routing logic the network needs.
Wow. Okay, so if this software is essentially taking massive, heavy video data, compressing it, and making it instantly accessible with zero lag, sports bars can't be the only ones needing that kind of rock-solid reliability. Who else is buying this?
That brings us to a really fascinating detail in the menu, which is the government purchasing section.
Yeah, I saw that. It explicitly lists buying via federal GSA schedules, TAA-approved gear, and the NASA SEMPEEP program.
Right, which sounds like a bunch of alphabet soup.
Yeah, what do those acronyms actually mean in this context?
Essentially, they are rigorous federal certifications like NASA SUMP and TAA approval mean this gear meets strict federal trade and security standards.
So it's approved for high-stakes networks.
Exactly. AV distribution isn't just for entertainment. It is critical infrastructure. Think about military command centers or emergency response hubs or space flight control.
Right. They can't afford for a screen to buffer during a rocket launch.
Exactly. They rely on the exact same principles of seamless, secure AV over IP data routing that a sports bar uses, just with much, much higher stakes.
So what does this all mean for you listening at home?
Well, next time you see seamless floating screens out in the world, whether you're ordering wings at a local pub or, walking through a secure federal facility, remember there's a massive matrix infrastructure behind the drywall.
Right. It's taking all that incredibly complex data encoding and turning it into something you can control with a simple tap on a tablet.
Yeah, it really is wild when you think about it.
It changes how you look at a wall of TVs, for sure. And, it leaves me with one final thought for you to chew on today.
Oh, where are you going with this?
Well, looking closely at the end of this catalog, it lists emerging 8K AV over IP networks, and it even mentions AI products from brands like Veritone.
Right, the AI integration.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, will the AV networks of the near future even need a human operator to switch those feeds? Or will AI automatically route the perfect video to the exact screen you're looking at before you even have to ask?